Judgment in the matter between the Liquor Traders and Limpopo government has been reserved. Liquor Traders will continue to trade until 2 a.m. pending the finalisation of the case. This comes after the provincial government imposed a ban on alcohol sales after midnight. Convener of the National Liquor Traders, Ntimane, says they remain confident that the Limpopo Liquor Act will accordingly be suspended when judgment is passed. Ntimane joins me now live. Lucky, thank you so much. Always great speaking to you. We've been speaking about this issue for a number of weeks in the lead up to the case. Now that judgment has been reserved and we expect that final judgment in the weeks to come, how did you feel the case went?
Thank you so much for the opportunity. We are very happy that the judge accordingly treated this as an urgent matter. Hence, we are going to get a full judgment in the coming few days, which is next week. But we are confident in the merits of the case that we presented. We feel quite strongly that, ours is a case that is going to put to shame this midnight liquor law that the Limpopo government is trying to put to actually literally drive out business of small black-owned business that are operating in the township space in that province. We believe that when judgment is passed, we should be able to be given that 2 a.m. trading hours that we're accustomed to, that we're used to, that have been trading ever since this Liquor Act that has been used in Limpopo has been in place. But also, we appreciate the support of the second applicant in this case, the EFF, who came in to support their constituents as well, because the issue of closing at 2 a.m. is not only an issue that is going to affect liquor traders, but it's going to affect even the very economy of Limpopo. That's a province that is not even putting jobs into the market. Now to have a liquor law that seeks to actually destroy the very same jobs that we need to be creating is very unfortunate. But we are grateful that the case that we've put together with the second applicant, which is the EFF, is quite strong. And, we could sense in the mood of the application today that, we're on the right track. This should actually go in our favor. We are very confident of it.
So, if I understand it correctly, no suspension of alcohol sales after midnight until you do receive that final judgment. That should also be welcomed by your traders. Have you had any further engagement with provincial government to try and come to an agreement on an alternative to this proposed Liquor Act?
We felt that this was actually done in a malicious way, hence there is no room for them to engage with us. I mean, when we spoke to the MEC, we were under the impression, because the MEC did mention that it's got power to suspend the regulations. And the issue that we are raising is not actually the Liquor Act, but it's the regulations within the Liquor Act, which are two issues that we have highlighted: the trading hours as well as the license renewal fees. So the MEC has power to actually stop this, but he's choosing not to. We don't know what game he's trying to play, but that game is really messing up with liquor traders in Limpopo, but also the value chain that is dependent on the industry is also suffering as a result, of the poor leadership that we have seen really from Limpopo.
So you've made a call to traders to continue to trade responsibly and to contribute in the fight against crime and societal ills. Liquor outlets are often painted as the bad guys, and that's possibly because of the many illegal traders who are out there, harming communities and, increasing the black market trade in alcohol or illicit trade. But perhaps you can tell us of some of the ways in which legal traders are contributing to a better, safer South Africa.
We've always made a call, and this became louder during COVID-19, that, as liquor traders, we understand our role in society. You cannot define a tavern outside the community because we operate family in the midst of our communities. And we have taken the role of fighting crime very seriously. We run various programs that talk to responsible usage of alcohol, but also have taken a leadership role in fighting gender-based violence, where we've made available our liquor trader spaces on tavern dialogues on gender-based violence. And this is a program that has been fully endorsed by the Minister of Police, as well as the National Police Commissioner, finalisation. We feel that our role, should not be subjected to as if we do not care, as if we do not want to see progress in our spaces. If anything, liquor traders have always been viewed and seen as leaders in society, and we need to continue in that thread. But you highlighted an important issue of the illegal traders, which are shebeens. As much as it's difficult, to condemn shebeens that are selling alcohol without a license, but we need to also realize that we need to create an environment whereby we create a space where shebeens that have got the right infrastructure are able to get licenses. But selling alcohol without a license is something that we are fully able to say it's not supposed to happen, and the police need to do their part. As liquor traders, we're doing our part in ensuring that our liquor traders comply to the license regulations, not just in Limpopo, but anywhere in South Africa.
So as part of this final judgment that we're expecting next week, I assume judgment will also be included on the issue of the license renewal fees, which is one of the problem areas for you. What are you hoping will happen there?
We're confident that this act is going to be suspended indefinitely, pending further reviews between ourselves and the Department of Economic Development, which is responsible for alcohol matters in that province. But we also believe that there will be a suspension of the regulation as it pertains to license renewal fees. And we have said to the MSC and the province that we have not issued the Liquor Act. We feel that it's a step in the right direction, even though it took Limpopo province more than 30 years to move away from a 1989 apartheid era law into the new act that they've come up with now. So we fully support that, but we just feel that the regulations are actually aimed at destroying the very same livelihoods that they should be actually supporting.
Thank you so much, convener of the National Liquor Traders, Ntimane. I'm sure that next week when we hear that final judgment passed, we will bring you an update on